I always part with my fingers whenever I'm styling my hair, except for like when I'm fixing that one part up here. Okay. I guess the only time I don't use my fingers if I'm actually doing a style where I intend to keep the part, like people are going to see the part. But I so rarely do. Is this one gonna break too? Really? Doesn't make any sense. I guess they're like single-use clips. Welcome back, friends. It is Lauren the Soap Witch, and it is time for another wash day. So I don't really got a lot of time to fool around because I did not charge my phone. Hopefully it doesn't die. All right. So with that being said, here's what I'm working with. Okay. This is my poof that I did for my last refresh. So I'm just going to take it down. I swear this poof just be trying to take over. I put it up with my puff cuff. I think I've shown you all before. I have a really teeny one that I do for 2 puffs, but I haven't done 2 puffs in a long time. Just taking this down. This part is gelled pretty tight because I put a bunch on there to kind of slick this down. And that was 2 days ago. And I'm going to take these twists down. I've seen people use this method where they just kind of pull one of the sides of the twist and it just kind of takes itself down. That works mostly till you get to the flat twist part, obviously. So I put quite a bit of gel on this because I wanted it to stay like tight and defined. Because I wasn't wearing it as a twist out, you know? I don't know why I didn't charge my phone. Lord have mercy. Of course, I'm coming in here to come do the hot oil treatment, and that's when I realized, oopsie. I'm surprised I ain't got a bunch of flaking with all the gel I put on there. And here my phone is complaining, telling me I ain't got enough space. Like, I mean, I have enough space for this, because it says I have 56 minutes worth of space. It ain't taking me 56 minutes to do no hot oil treatment. I think it's all down. So, it never wants to spray, ever. Okay, I'm gonna spray this down because this hair is just cemented to my head. Okay. I'm gonna part this down the middle. That's how I always do it. My puff is still like really soft. Also, that's probably because I used a leave-in. Look, it's just gonna be a zigzag part in the middle. Okay, so that's good enough. I'm gonna put this up. I'm gonna put this up in the back. I like to do 4 sections total. I do 2 sections in the front and 2 in the back. So I'm gonna wet this hair in the front because that's the part that I'm starting with. And I'm not gonna fully saturate it like I'm getting ready to style it in a wash and go or like I'm gonna wash it. I just want a little moisture, a little more at the bottom because them ends baby defiant, honey. They be defiant. Next, I'm gonna take Acute anointing. This is Acute anointing. So I warm it up by running the water in my sink until it is steaming. And then I put the whole bottle, well, I fill up the bowl, you know, the sink bowl, and I put the whole bottle in there. And I'll leave it for about 15 minutes. And that's usually good enough. And then I dump some using the applicator tip that the oil comes with on my scalp. And I give myself a little scalp massage, a little tiny bit more, not too much. It'll be running down my face. Okay, it feels good. Maybe it might be too much, I don't know. So then I just take what I applied or what I dumped on my scalp already, and I just drag it down the hair. I got new glasses again. Don't have any self-control. Somebody just take the whole internet from me, okay? Anywho, so now I'm just gonna pour a little in my hand. Little more, okay. No, too much, I don't know. It's what I'm using. And I like to just prayer hands it in there and make sure I pay good attention to the ends. I mean, and that's pretty much it. I don't really do much raking because my hair is not detangled and I don't want to be ripping out my hair. That's not the point of this. We're trying to retain length, not cause breakage. So that's good enough, right? Now I'm just going to take it and twist it up and put it into a Bantu knot. You don't got to do a Bantu knot, but I like doing it because I feel like it gets the hair out of the way and then it all fits up under all the stuff I put on top of my head before, like when I'm finished. That's what I mean. So that's one section. So in the next section, I just like to take this extra oil that's just kind of on my hands. It's not kind of, it's on my hands. I'm always saying kinda in a little one. I don't mean kinda or a little. Say what you mean, girl. Okay, so anywho, I just rub it on there so I'm not getting oil literally all over everything. one more little tiny thing. I put a little teeny bit of oil on my fingers and then I rub it on my hairline because it helps to keep my hairline from disappearing because she would just dip. Okay. So that's all. And then I'm going to come back when I done got this all. I'm going to come back when I done got this all together. My mouth, she don't want to work right now, but I don't care. She don't never want to work. That ain't even nothing new. Y'all know what to expect. Okay, be back in a second. Okay, so I'm finished. I'm finished and I lost my train of thought and that's going to happen again. It's probably going to happen several times. Oh yeah. So I lost a little bit of tiny bit of shed hair. I didn't expect to lose much. So I'm going to go ahead and put the shower cap on. Plastic shower cap, whatever. And then the bonnet. The bonnet is next. Big giant scarf. Okay, so this is it. The complete final finished. I'm done. Okay. I put all the stuff on my head because I feel like it's all a great insulator to help hold in some heat and help it really get to doing this thing while I sleep because I am going to sleep with this in. So with that being said, I also don't want the oil to get all over my clothes and my bedding and everything else. So this also protects against that. So I'm going to go to bed and I will see you in the morning. Okay, bye. It's morning. Go ahead and take all this stuff off. Okay, and to take these down, I just give it a little twist in the opposite direction. Now that that's all done, time to go ahead and wash. I'm going to do all my usual stuff that I've been doing for the past couple of weeks anyway. And then I'm going to style. I'm just going to do a wash and go today. A very moisturized wash and go. Because I'm thinking for the winter that might be the way to go. We're going to see.
Remember when I said I was going to stop doing voiceovers in the morning? Well, I'm a liar. So I'm just going to croak my way through this and get along with it. So first, I'm saturating my hair thoroughly. And there's not really several reasons, but I don't know, multiple reasons. One, of course, is just the need for hydration. Our hair just definitely needs hydration, and I need lots of hydration. And also, it helps to distribute the products along my hair strands evenly and easier, which allows me to get great results while using less product. All right. So now I'm about to use Whipped Wonder Whipped Shampoo, one of my most wonderful and favorite products that I've ever made. And I'm just going to dunk my head under the shower head so that I want my hair sopping wet when I apply it. I already explained why, let me not repeat myself. This was a wonderful creation. I initially actually made my first shampoo bars. They were technically soap. Don't do that. But then I started making Syndat bars, that's what they call them. And they're made of surfactants, which are better for our hair and its pH. Less harmful, less stripping, less damage. Obviously, ideally no damage. I don't get any damage from shampooing. So I shampoo at my mids and that's a lie. I shampoo at my scalp, top of my hair, mids and ends, and then I take the lovely suds and drag it through the mids and ends to get those clean, and it seems to work very well for me. I also feel like it has helped me with length retention, because that is one of the things I started doing, and I feel like I've started to notice growth. Can I get my mouth together even in a voiceover? So I do a second wash with a tiny bit of shampoo, and the only reason I'm doing the second wash is because I did a hot oil treatment, which you saw. When I don't do a hot oil treatment, unless I'm doing a silk press, I only do one wash because I feel like that's all that's necessary. So yeah, the Syndat bars were great as far as usage, but they were horrid as far as the production, and so I decided to turn them into a whipped shampoo, which I love and adore. And so far it has been a great product for every single hair type. I know people cringe when you say that, but I've literally tested it or asked people with different hair types, all the way from type 1 to 4, and color treated as well, and it has worked for every person. So anyway, when I rinse my hair, I like to take my hands and squeeze the product out because I feel like it helps it go faster. One, because I have no patience, and two, it just makes sure I get the product all the way out. So now I'm going to prepare my hair for deep conditioning. I like to split it in 2 equal parts. I know it's a side part in the front, so I take some hair on that side and move it to the other side in the back to make it more equal. Does that make sense, or is it just convoluted nonsense? Anywho, so I'm gonna put that side up because I'm going to work with the one side at a time, one half at a time. I'm gonna thoroughly saturate that hair, I'm gonna go on with Twilight Tempest Deep Conditioning Hair Mask. I don't know if it's my second all-time favorite. That's how much I'm using on the whole one half of my hair, or if I just love them equally as much. I definitely saw a huge change in the health of my hair when I started using this product. So I just take that big hunk that I showed you earlier. I apply it to saturated, sopping wet hair, because that's how my hair likes it. And again, it just allows me, it really slides through the hair so much better. That's what I'm trying to say. When I add it to sopping wet hair, so I use less and get the same great results. That's Acute anointing. You saw it earlier, didn't you? Alright, so I've been putting this on top of my deep conditioning hair mask for the past 2 or 3 weeks ish or something, and I really like the results. It does really, I feel like, soften the hair. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna deep condition. I'm already doing that. I'm going to detangle. And sometimes I brush against my palm because I feel like if it's really tangled at the bottom, that brushing it against my palm helps to lessen the tension and avoid breakage if necessary. But then I just like to brush down and then follow through with my fingers. Some people say the brush just slides over their hair. That has not been my experience. It goes all the way through, maybe because my hair is not super dense. I don't know if I'm medium or low. I'm not high density, I know that. So it goes all the way through my hair. It does kind of glance over kinks because it's meant to not rip through them, but just kind of gently undo them as you brush. And so I use the brush and then the finger combing together because I feel like that just helps overall with my detangling process, and I get as much shed hair out as I possibly can. And I think that contributes to part of why my hair stays detangled, and also I feel like it also is why I don't get as many tangles and knots, especially in my wash and goes. So that's just my opinion of it. I could be wrong. So anyway, I'm bobbing my head to whatever's playing. I'm really feeling it, and I'm just going to continue on with detangling. It takes me absolutely no time to detangle my hair. It used to take literally forever and all of the pain and suffering, and now it takes 0 time, and that's because all of my conditioners are made with incredible slip, and I made them intentionally that way because I like to detangle with my conditioners. So I feel like wash days should be easy, and it is definitely part of my self-care and something I do to spoil myself. And I feel like our hair can be easy and manageable if we use the right products and techniques and are gentle with our strands. So I just like to braid it up once I'm done detangling to get it out of the way. And then any product that I have left over on my hands, I just kind of take and rub it back on top of the hair because I'm not trying to waste a thing. I'm just saying. So anyway, now that that's all done, I'm going to move over to the other side, and then I'm going to pull this hair out of this unbrush to show you how much hair I didn't lose. I always say didn't lose because it's hardly any. It's very little hair compared to what I used to lose. So I let it sit on my hair for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes max. I personally don't need to sit under a hooded dryer or any type of heat source because my hair doesn't have any problem absorbing moisture. We've talked about that a bunch of times. I do set my low porosity son under the heated dryer though, because he absolutely needs that heat to help his hair really absorb the product, and his hair feels so soft when it's done. So it's crazy again how different all of our hair is, and its different needs and all that stuff. Listen to your hair, friends. Do what it says. Anyway, so now that that's all taken down, I'm just going to thoroughly rinse that out, again using my hands to squeeze out the product to make sure I don't leave anything behind, and to also help the process go quicker because, have we mentioned I don't have patience? I don't. So a gratuitous shot of the back of the hair, I just like it. It's fun. It's pretty. Okay, now that I'm done rinsing that out, additional step in the shower, take my new bottle of Sultry Sorcery Leave-In Conditioner because I was out. Okay, and I'm just going to apply it to sopping wet hair in the shower. A lot of people swear by it, and so I'm like, why not? Let's just give it a try for like the next couple weeks. I don't try something once. I try it several times to see, how well it works. So just applying the conditioner just like I would any other product on sopping wet hair. It melts it right in there. The hair looks luxurious. Those curls look delectable. And now it is time to style them, friends.
So done with all that, I'm gonna go on to styling. Before I start styling though, I am going to fix my part. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it. Okay, thinking that's pretty good. Well, that's what it's gonna be anyway. So I'm gonna split this hair in 2 equal sections. I'm gonna stop saying half. It's not quite half, is it? But it's close enough. Mostly equal sections. Okay, so I'm gonna split the hair, whatever. And I'm gonna put this up while I work with the other side. So super extra moisturized wash and go. I done did this before. Not the last extended video, but the one before that. The only difference, because it's always different, girl. Okay. The only difference is I'm not going to use my Mysterious Magnificence. I just want to see how it turns out without it. I put the leave-in on in the shower on sopping wet hair just to see, how that went. A lot of people like to put their leave-in on in the shower. I used to do it all in the shower. I don't like doing it all in the shower though, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to test just doing the leave-in in the shower and then moving on. So next, I'm going to add some more water, a little bit more. It's wet, but wet is never wet enough for me. My high porosity. That's how I be feeling anyway. So next I'm going with Curly Concoction Styling Cream, because the super moisturized way I did it was Mysterious Magnificence, which is optional, the aloe vera spray, and then I did the leave-in conditioner, styling cream, and then gel. So I am running finally. This took me forever to run out of this stuff because 1, I don't use it a whole lot, and 2, I don't really need a whole lot. I'm just trying to decide, okay, and I think I'm gonna use that for this whole side of my head. So just applying, raking it through. And I really liked when I did it the last time. It held nicely for the 5 days, up until refresh. Also, my hair felt very moisturized. How could it not? I am getting stuff everywhere. Oh my God. I'm just saying, if the messy soaper wouldn't have already been taken, that should have been my name. So now I'm gonna split this in half. I can stop playing with it. I don't know. I hum and haw every time. Okay, this is gonna be it. I'm gonna put the topper. We're not doing it today. I ain't squeezing it that hard. Okay. Next, I'm gonna split this back part in half again. I don't know why again, but yeah. We're just gonna do it one more time. I always part with my fingers whenever I'm styling my hair, except for like when I'm fixing that one part up here. Okay. I guess the only time I don't use my fingers if I'm actually doing a style where I intend to keep the part, like people are going to see the part. But I so rarely do. Is this one gonna break too? Really? Doesn't make any sense. I guess they're like single-use clips. Okay, not really. I've used them a while, but come on. Now I'm going to add more water because I want it saturated when I go to add the gel. And I'm using Slick Sorcery this week. I don't know how much I want to start with. Let's do that. I always rub it in between my hands when I'm applying, because the one time I didn't, I didn't like how my hair turned out. But I see a lot of other people doing the same thing on the online, making sure they rub it in between their hands. Different explanations, but I don't know, in essence, it warms it up, it emulsifies it, whatever it does. I feel like it definitely is able to be distributed better throughout all of my strands, instead of maybe some sections getting more than others. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff. It looks pretty good. I'm tempted to add just a little more on my roots because they felt a little bushy, which maybe I should have left them, because then I'm always going to fluff them up. Make me make sense. Making sure I get those ends. Well, I think that gel, that bit that I showed y'all, pretty much covered it. I don't think I'm going to add any more. Okay. Try not to break, will you? I have to buy a whole new pack soon. This is outrageous. Okay. On to the next section. Adding more water. You would think that it would take 6 million years for my hair to dry, but I guess because I'm high porosity, it doesn't though. It used to take longer before I started using the Tymo Air Hype, but honey, it's like 30 minutes max. I don't even think I take that long. I don't know, is that how much I used the first time? Pay attention. Well, people be all kind of mad at me here because my paying attention skills are kind of poor. ADHD. I have the well, I actually have a mixture of the two kinds with the hyperactive, and I can never remember what the other one is. Inattentive. Holy cow. I'm severely inattentive. So like I joke and say ADHD, but it's like for real. I will forget what I'm saying in the middle of saying it. Y'all probably see me do it on here, or maybe I cut it out. I don't know. The long and short of it is, woo, the attention span. So this is looking pretty good. All of the products that I'm using are moisturizing or hydrating. Like the first ingredient of the conditioners, all of them is water, hence hydration. The gel is primarily aloe vera based, so hydration. Because in the aloe vera juice, a good portion of that is water. So lots of moisture, very moisturizing. Oh, in the cream too. The what this is the oh the styling cream. That's it. Aloe vera juice. First ingredient is aloe vera juice. So like lots of moisture here. Ooh, that's looking good. Look, okay, but for real, y'all, what? Okay. I'm not done, but moving on to the top. So anyway, hydration is the key. Splitting this, moving on. Okay, hydration is the key. I have found, and I'm not the only one that has found it, that keeping your hair, because people ask me, not all the time, but often enough, what did I do to grow my hair? Like the short and simple answer for my length retention is hydration, but then also for me, it's low. This is finna break too. These suck. I don't really do a lot of styles that require a lot of manipulation. That's why I don't do like twist outs and braid outs a whole lot anymore. I guess they're cool if you're gonna wear them for several weeks, because then, you know, after you get them in, you're not really touching your hair. So in that way, a protective style. But wearing them in twists as opposed to like twist outs, because I never really wore them in the twist. I always did twist outs. And for me, that gives me a lot of tangles and snags. I kind of talked about it in my refresh video a little while ago. No, I don't remember. It was one of my shorts. I don't think it was a refresh. I actually think it was the one where I did the short version of my last wash and go. That's what it was. And so I just kind of talked about how for me, doing those styles like twist outs and all that stuff actually give me more tangles. And I'm not sure why. Part of me thinks it's because I have trouble keeping my hair moisturized for as long in those styles because I don't coat my hair with as much product with those. I use a lot less product. And so like it gets drier faster, and then it's more likely to, I think, tangle and stuff and break. Because I used to do, before I could wash and go, my primary style was a flat twist out. That one actually agrees with me the most if I'm going to do a twist out or braid out, I think. But I have just been finding that like when I detangle, I do a lot of detangling like in the shower, and even with the raking and pressing that I'm doing here, you know, even further kind of detangling. So I don't really have much tangles. You know, when I'm mini tangles, I don't have a lot of tangles. You know, by the time my hair is set and stuff and a wash and go. And like I don't touch it again until it is time for a wash day or a refresh. I don't touch my hair. Okay, that's not true. I play in the curls a little bit because of the ADHD anti-focus struggle, the neurodivergence, man. And so, but I don't like, I'm not detangling, I'm not combing, I'm not doing anything to actually manipulate my hair. So I pick styles that I consider to be, for me, low manipulation. For other people, that might be different. I don't know. And I don't touch it until it's time to actually do something else with it, like a refresh or a wash. On top of all that, what gave me the biggest improvements to my hair was figuring out how to get moisture into it and keep it, you know, and hold on to it. Because I can get moisture into it all day long, opposite of low porosity people. But getting it to stay was a whole nother story. And so, trying to figure out where I want to park this. Do I want to do that? I don't know. Okay. Anywho, now that I've maybe got my life together some, I don't know. I'll just be lying. Anyway, figuring out how to get my hair to retain moisture because it accepts it just fine. And with my son, it was the opposite, trying to get moisture into his hair. And so listening to my hair, figuring out when it was dry and how to get it to hold on to water which is what led me down the journey of where I run into learning the difference between, high and low porosity. And so, there are some professionals out there that say we don't understand or misunderstand, and maybe we are. But all I know is that for me, I'm going to speak for myself now, knowing that information was a ginormous game changer. And when I started layering my products, because I always kind of used heavy products anyway, because innately I just felt like my hair needed that. But then using heavier products and layering them was a big game changer. So I use and layer quite a few products that are all hydrating or will help me to retain a moisture. I usually use a little bit, it doesn't look like a little bit, more gel on the front sections because these are the more coarse areas that are they seem just more high porosity. I don't know. If you can have varying difficulty or varying levels of porosity, like high porosity or low porosity, like it could be extreme high porosity. I don't know if that's a thing. But this hair in the front is more coarse. And that could just be, that's fine. That could be just, it is more coarse. But also, it does not shrink as much. So it has gotten better. It used to didn't have a curl pattern. And you can see if I leave it long enough that it just looks like a cotton puff, like fuzz. You wouldn't think I had a curl pattern. It is also harder to define. So I usually use a little bit more product on this top, especially in the front. And that was why I kind of explained last week why I didn't think I wanted to use the bounce curl brush anymore, because I just felt like just a tiny bit more. For especially this extreme hair in the front and in the top, it just, it takes off product, because it does. I think I need all that product to define this hair and keep it defined. And I don't know, I feel like just a rake and press has been the best method that I've done. Anyway, so those are my things. The things that I've done the most is avoid a lot of manipulation. I don't touch my hair at all in between styles, whether that's a refresh or a wash day. I use lots of water. You may not need to use lots of water, but just make sure your hair feels hydrated when you're styling. Some people, that could be damp hair. For me, that's soaking wet hair. So again, listening to your hair to know what's hydrating enough, and then using products that are hydrating. They have water or some kind of water-based something as the first ingredient, or high up on the list, maybe first 3 ingredients. And so yeah, that's what I do. Hydrated hair is healthier hair. It's less likely to break or be brittle. So yeah, when I sleep at night, I used to only sleep with a satin pillowcase, which works fine actually. Like my hair grew nicely still with not tying it up in a scarf and only using a satin pillowcase. It's just that the styles wouldn't last as long because I sleep primarily on one side, and then my hair looked like it. By like day 2 or 3, it looked like I mostly slept on that side. It would just be looking like kind of, So that's the only reason I really started tying it up, just to see if I could get longevity out of my styles. But sleeping on, especially if you're just like wearing twists or something, and it probably won't affect, you probably could just get away with sleeping on a satin pillowcase, not having to tie it up unless you want to. Don't let me hold you back, okay? Not sleeping on cotton, anything. No cotton scarf, no cotton pillowcase. Your hair needs to be like satin silk, something like that. So that's what I do. That's what I have done. It's really easy. And I also recommend picking a regimen and sticking to it. I like weekly. You don't got to do weekly. Some people do every 2 weeks. I really don't recommend going longer than that, unless you're getting your hair styled by like a professional or something. You need to at least moisturize your hair throughout the week, even if you're not washing it. Just misting it, especially if you have like a protective styling twist, something, I don't know, just misting it throughout the week. Or you can saturate it if you want, like I do. Like I saturate my hair in the shower in the middle of the week. Something to add moisture to your hair throughout the week. Your hair needs to stay moisturized regularly. If you sense your hair is getting dry, and you ideally know your own hair, what it looks like when it's moisturized versus when it's starting to get dry. When it's getting dry, you need to moisturize it. Spritz it, some kind of moisturizing spray, water, whatever works for you, at least once throughout the week. I only do once throughout the week because I wash every week too. But if you don't wash every week, then maybe a couple times a week. Your hair knows. You'll know. You'll see how your hair responds and take its lead because it knows. All right. So I like to add a little water on top. I say a little. I guess this is a little. I'm not saturating it. Just a little something. Okay. So that's how it's done. It's looking pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish this side, and then I'll come back and let you see the whole wet look. I am all finished, okay, with both sides. So let's do a little spinny spin 360. That's what we're working with, okay? I'm going to diffuse my hair on high heat, high air, high all the stuff, okay? And I'm going to use my Tymo Air Hype. I drew a whole blank. Tymo Air Hype, which I love and I'm a big fan of. I'm going to do off camera. And so I'm going to pop a video right here to show you the details of how I do it. And then I'm going to be right back when it's dry or mostly dry. Okay. So I'm done diffusing. I'm laughing because I've been trying to record this 5 times. Okay. I'm done diffusing. I feel like my hair is pretty much dry. We finished here. So, you turn around. Let you see it. Okay. I'm going to chill. I usually chill for like 15 minutes or so. Just take a break, cool down. I'm hot. I just got through blow drying, all that. All right. And then I'm going to stretch my hair off camera. I'm going to pop a video right here where you could click it and see how I stretch my hair with all the specifics. I'm going to do that. I'm going to come back. My hair's going to be completely done. We're going to chit chat about how I feel about it and wrap it up. Okay. Okay, y'all. So these are my final results. I'm going to give you a... First, let me move. Okay. Okay, so this is it. I am feeling real happy with these results. Look, it's nice and defined. Still, stop talking so fast. Talk. Okay. It's nice and defined still, even though I stretched it. You can see the bottom curls where I did not stretch those. Just nice. I love that I'm able to get a little sheen on my hair. Like, I don't gotta be, blotting out the sun, but a little something. Because my hair is historically just, I struggle to get it to have any kind of sheen unless I silk press it, but I don't really want to do that. I'm super satisfied. I remember loving the results a lot the last time, and I think it looks really good even though I didn't use my moisturizing spray. Now, reminder, I have super hard water. 2 or 3 weeks ago, I put a filter on my shower head to help with the hard water situation. And so I thought that might affect the outcome of my hair. I think it is. Also, though, I also did change to doing the oil on top of the deep conditioning hair mask, which I am loving. I'm feeling like I'm getting some, all this additional help and moisture anyway. So I'm a fan. So I think it looks really great. I love the custard and it's fun, but I feel like the best results, I always get it with the Stronghold gel. Nothing else quite lays down that really coarse hair for me until I use that Stronghold gel. So I'm happy. I don't need to go on for another 45 minutes about why. I think it looks really good. Tell me what you think in the comments, how you think it turned out. Every product that I used except for Curly Concoction Styling Cream was Tropical Fantasy. There is no R there. Tropical Fantasy Fragrance Top Floor, which is my current favorite. And the only reason that one isn't Tropical Fantasy Fragrance is because, like, I don't use it a ton. Like, I really prefer it for twist outs and those kind of styles. Except for I might be coming back around to it again when I think it works really well with the Stronghold gel. Anywho, I hadn't been using it a lot because I have been doing a lot of playing around and testing. And so when I do use it, you saw how much I use. It's not very much. That was how much I used on like a whole half of my head. So I don't use very much when I do use it. So it's taking me forever to get through it. When I finally do get through it, though, it will be Tropical Fantasy Fragrance. Right now, it's Strawberry Patchouli. So I also offer, outside of Tropical Fantasy and Strawberry Patchouli, I have an apple, what do I call it? It's an apple fragrance, a lemon pound cake, lavender peppermint, and spearmint eucalyptus. I also have unscented. A link below in the description for every product that I use in case you're interested in checking them out. And I also offer a bundle if you buy 3 or more products. Bundle and save. So also I have a hair journal that I've created on my website. Put a link for that below as well. And the hair journal really, I feel like, is if you really just want to either take control of your hair journey or create one, it really is a good resource and is also a place to add further resources. But it can help you determine what kind of hair you have if you just don't have any clue or you're not sure. I don't care so much about the number lettering system because I really think it only matters as far as the outcome of what your curls are going to look like. Porosity matters more. It helps you determine both of those. Also, it just gives you a space, like a planner space, so that you can have set your weekly goals or monthly goals or annual goals, and you can include the products that you're using, products you want to use, sources that you found, links, whatever. So it's digital. You can just download it. You can download whatever pages you want at whatever time, however many pages you need, and it never expires. It's a forever buy. So anyway, I've waxed on about that long enough. If you're interested, there is a link below in the description if you want to check that out as well. Also, what do you think about today's lip gloss? This one is Rose Gold Glitter. Yeah, that's the front. Okay, Rose Gold Glitter. There's a link below for that if you're interested in the lip gloss. And finally, the earrings. Let's talk about them. So I made these earrings like 3 years ago, I think. I'm trying to see if I can make this long story short. So I made resin products under Imagine Awakenings. That was my original business name that I still use for digital coloring books. I was making resin over there for a while, but then I felt like I wanted to combine the resin stuff with the soapy Gucci stuff. So I got rid of a lot of stuff that I had made. I didn't feel like it fit. And then some stuff I took to a consignment shop and they didn't fare well over there, long story short, which is why I don't do consignment anymore. Kind of short. Okay, so I keep saying that I wanted to go back to making stuff because I really did love the creative process of it. And so I'm offering earrings now, which there's a link below. They're unique, one-of-a-kind earrings, so they don't look like this, but they're different, all vibrant, unique, one-of-a-kind, and beautiful. And I decided I wanted to go back to making them because I got to practice. I'm so out of practice. It's really been 3 years. There will be more resin earrings and stuffs on the site eventually, but I'm practicing now because it's been 3 years. But anyway, I do have some listed currently. Feel free to check them out if you wish. There's a link below. Moving right along with all that, if you made it this far, I really appreciate you hanging out with me because time is our most precious commodity, and if you choose to spend any of that with me, I very much appreciate it. If you liked this video or learned anything from it, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, and give this video a like because it does help us out. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go about the rest of my day. I hope you have a great one, and I will see you later, friends.